cards from this. Let me see. All right, there we go. When you're private, you can ask to come on. I can't request.
Hello.
Hi, Cass. How are you?
I am super excited.
Good, good. Welcome, welcome. So, everybody, I'm going to keep the comments open. You can comment, you can talk to my mods, they can answer any questions. Many of you may be getting, quick hellos from your loved ones on the other side through. Now, you said son, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. How do you? I have a younger male here, so I'm not sure exactly yet who that is, but there is a younger male. How do you connect to the number 7 or the month of July?
The only thing I can think of is my nephew's birthday would be in
Okay.
July.
Okay. So there's a 3.
Would that be March?
Mhm.
Or could it be 3 kids? Because I have 3 living children now.
Okay. Okay. This could be son talking about the other 3 children. That's perfect. Yes. Okay. It's like, let me see what he's showing me. Was there a hospital stay?
Yes, he
Don't give me any details. I see an IV and something hooked up.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Did he pass at home?
We believe so. It's kind of a complicated. Technically, yes.
Okay, because he said I passed home. So that's what I figured. Okay. There's also, thank you. There's also a 6 or the month of June.
Yes. That was actually his due date.
Okay. Okay. Who's the R name?
My husband.
Okay. I do believe this is your son because he was very young, very young.
Yes.
But now he might have been young, but he wasn't really young. Do you understand that? That's what he's telling me.
Yes, he was very young.
He was very young, but he said, really, I wasn't. There was
Yes.
like, say, oh my gosh, if for lack of a better word, old soul, something like that. In other words,
Yes.
okay. People said, well, he's not really. So is there something about the number 2 or the month of February?
Yes, that would be my brother's birthday.
Okay. So he's acknowledging that. Is there a K, Chris? There could be a K name.
Well, his brother and sister has a K name.
Okay. He's acknowledging the K name. Do you have one that might be around 5?
No.
No. Is there something around the number 5 or the month of May?
Yes, there's there's 2 things significant about May.
Okay. Now it's interesting because there's a younger one, and I'm just saying younger one that sees him, saw him. So I don't know if he's talking about another sibling. There might be a cousin. There may be somebody. And
that would have
commented about that.
Would they have passed as well, or could they still be living?
Either or. He's just saying there was a younger one that saw him.
Okay, so that makes sense. My oldest daughter would have been 2 at the time.
Okay. There's the 2 in the February. Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that.
Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. So they are together. All right. Now they're showing me a bunny. Now either there really is a bunny or there's something about Easter.
Yes. The bunny would make sense.
Okay. Okay. So, and it looks like they're both here together. Did somebody recently talk about maybe going on a cruise?
Not that I can recall.
Or like, something about somebody went on a cruise, somebody's planning a cruise. I'm just seeing the cruise boat. So write that down because there may be somebody in the family who's been recently talking about that. Um, was there something, thank you, is there something in the wind that was blown over?
Um,
It's almost like there's a fence there and something happened and like it dropped or it's got problems with it.
that I'm not sure about that.
That's okay. That could be somebody else's house that he's talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Is your mom still here?
He is, yes.
Okay. He said something about grandma.
Oh,
So this could be connected to your mom or his dad's mom. Because I said something about something being blown over and he said grandma. Write that down, okay?
okay.
And it feels like it's a fence falling over. There could have been something else that fell over, like on a porch or, something might have fallen over. And that would be something I believe that's more current. So ask about that. Who's the J name?
J name.
Um,
My youngest daughter's middle name starts with a J.
unless they don't normally give me middle names unless they went by their middle name.
Well, actually, I have an uncle that's passed. His name's Jimmy.
Okay. So Jimmy is there. So we have your two little ones coming through. Okay. And then they're bringing through Jamie or James, or whatever, however you called him. Is he the one that was in construction?
Drywall.
Right. Okay.
I
I'll
don't know
take
if you
that.
would consider that construction or not, but yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, construction is pretty general, but that means they worked with something, building, constructing. Okay. So that's just a validation that uncle's with them. There's also a small dog.
It would be a cat.
Oh,
And oh my gosh, she was one of the things that I told you about in May. She had passed the day before my birthday last year on May 22nd. She's actually my profile picture, and it has devastated me.
you know what? I got to be honest. I am not seeing a cat. I am seeing a dog.
Oh,
Um, so there's a dog. Now, this could be with your uncle. This could be with, your son. Somebody in the family lost a
yes,
small dog.
that makes sense. Yes.
Okay. So, but I didn't see a cat. So I just want to be right up front about that. I did not see that. I am being shown the American flag. Um, either somebody always puts a flag out every day, or that means that somebody in the family was in the military.
Yes, my papa.
Okay. Okay. And he's on the other side.
Yes.
Okay. So that's so cute. So he is also with your two little ones. And of course, the uncle's coming too. So Papa's with them. Is there a, hmm, is there somebody that they're giving me a June again. So we had the 6th and then we had the June, but I'm hearing June again. And I don't know if I think it's connected to your Papa. Either he was born in June, passed in June, or somebody's name might be June.
No, but the June does make sense. I actually have a picture of him in his military uniform, and on the back, on the writing, it says June, like
Okay.
1960 something. So
Okay.
that does make sense. Yes.
All right, so he's given me that information. Okay. Uh it's so cute because it's so somebody keeps going around in circles. Like can't make a decision, going around in circles. Somebody, do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. That's coming from that's coming from your son. Somebody going around in circles like make a choice, make a decision. Okay.
That
Uh,
100% makes sense.
all right, so he's just acknowledging that. And for some reason, I'm being given a purple rose.
Oh gosh. So yes, my grandma died from bone cancer and the ribbon was purple, but we all had got like fake roses on her funeral. So that,
And,
yes,
and they were purple?
yes.
Okay. So it looks like you have two grandparents, your two little ones, and an uncle. So it's been kind of busy for you right now. Um, so she's acknowledging that purple rose. And is there a Steve?
Steve.
There's
Not
an
that I know.
there's an S name, and I know I feel like it's a male. For some reason, I thought it might have been Steve. Who's the S name connected to you, or grandma, grandpa, uncle?
Um,
For some reason, I keep hearing cousin, cousin. There's an S name connected to a cousin. Do you have a cousin on the other side?
my husband does, and he was very young.
Do you know if there's an, because I got an S name and a cousin. And if you aren't sure about that, that's okay. Write it down.
Okay.
Now, I do feel that there was a cousin that passed suddenly and quickly.
Yes.
Okay. And that would be on your husband's side, right?
Yes.
Okay. They're just popping in really quick because they know these are just little mini demonstrations. And they're like, oh, don't forget, I got to pop in and say this. But there is an S name connected to the cousin who passed suddenly on your husband's side. Say hello to Bobby.
Oh my God. That is crazy.
Who's Bobby?
So, my husband's real name's Robert, but he goes by BJ, and his dad goes by Bobby.
Okay. And is his dad still here?
Yes.
Okay. Say hello to Bobby.
Oh my gosh.
So, right now, Cass, I hope this brought you some comfort. I hope it helped you.
Oh, it did. This was beautiful. Thank you.
I don't know if I can save this. Sometimes I've got two of them. Sometimes I can save them. Sometimes I can't. But if I can download and save this, do I have your permission?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you, Random. It's like Pam would know. Could never know these details. No, I don't know anything about anybody that pops in here. I want to thank your little ones for coming through. Grandma and grandpa, the cousin on your husband's side, your uncle. I want to thank your guides and angels. I want to thank my guides and angels. I want to thank you for popping in here because you were illuminated. So definitely you were meant for this today. Okay.
Yes, and I had just popped in. I am so grateful for it.
Wow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And they probably whispered, go pop into this live over here. So I'm going to hop you out. Everybody give her some live, please. Some
Thank
live.
you again.
I just saw something about live. Whoa, that's funny. Give her some love, everybody. All right, I'm going to